Hello and welcome to the Maharashtra Brief, where we get you all the top headlines and the news developments from Mumbai and Maharashtra. On the show tonight, we'll be looking at all the developments and revelations in the Powai hostage drama that took place on Thursday. My colleagues Sujata Dwivedi, Revati Hinge and Abhishek Awasthi will bring us up to date with all that's happened as far as the investigation into the hostage drama is concerned. Remember, 17 children were rescued by the Mumbai police after a man identified as Rohit Arya helped them hostage in a studio, and of course that case is finally being investigated. Like I said, we'll have all the details on this on the show tonight. Let's take a look at the headlines. On the headlines tonight, an eyewitness reveals the details of the Powai hostage situation. Also, in a development related to the investigation, the Pune police visit Rohit Arya's home. And Rohit Arya's body to be handed over to the family after the postmortem is completed. Those were the headlines. Let's now move ahead on the show with all the details that my colleague Sujata is bringing us. Remember, Rohit Arya was shot by the police yesterday as he was holding 17 children hostage. An eyewitness has revealed the details of that hostage situation. And my colleague Sujata Dwivedi reports on this situation and what the eyewitness said.
An important video has now surfaced in the Powai hostage case, where clearly in the video, which is reportedly told to be around 4 days ago, in which children can be seen auditioning. Now, Ras Studio, which is situated in Powai, it was taken on rent a few days ago, where auditions were done with young children for them to come and audition. And yesterday what had happened, it was for a web series. However, Rohit Arya in the entire matter, who is the accused and now was also seen with children, and children who were there inside witnessing and giving auditions for the same have told that Rohit Arya was clearly training these children and asking them to keep themselves ready in a situation where they'll be given to enact a scene in which they are supposed to wave their hands on the window and scream and ask for help, whereas yesterday what we saw happened in reality. And also the child who was at the crime scene also stated that he was also asked to leave the auditions because they were not selected, and Rohit Arya was the one who was clearly giving guidelines to these children. And also a video that has currently been shared on several social media platforms was by Rohan Ahir. Now, he is the man who was handling all the camera and production work for Rohit Arya, and Rohan Ahir himself has shared this video on Instagram showcasing the auditions that were being done. And at this point, it is Rohan Ahir who was brought here by the crime branch here in Powai, who was asked to tell more details about the entire case. Whereas Rohan Ahir also spoke about how and when was he in contact with Rohit Arya and what was exactly that was planned during that very day. Whereas Rohit Arya, who was earlier told to be the only suspect and accused in the case, whereas now there are multiple witnesses showing up who state that it was not just Rohit Arya in the case. There were several other people too who could have been a part of this entire plan and plot that was done by Rohit Arya to ensure that children were kept hostages. Whereas it is the crime branch who are also currently investigating of all the equipments and gadgets that were present with Rohit Arya. Thereafter, a formal charge sheet along with the crime scene recreation and the entire process will be started. But at this point, it is the crime branch trying to investigate and get out more details from the case. Whereas on the other, it is the family of Rohit Arya who have reached JJ Hospital after the post-mortem has been completed, and thereafter the family will be handed over the body of the accused in the case. Whereas Rohan Ahir along with other suspects in the case are being interrogated to find out about what exactly was told to them about the audition that has taken place here in Powai, and why were children kept hostages. Were they aware of the plan is also something that the police will get to know in the interrogation that is currently being done with Rohan Ahir and other suspects in the case. From Powai with video journalist Rajendra Dayalkar, this is Sujata Dwivedi reporting for NDTV.
Now, the police are also looking at the antecedents of Rohit Arya, where he lived, who all he interacted with, how he planned this. And in all of that, they're also going to look at who all he was in contact with. Now, in connection with that, the Pune police visited a home believed to be the home where his parents used to stay. They found it locked. My colleague Revati brings us this report from Pune.
Around 15 to 20 kids were kept hostage in Mumbai by a person named Rohit Arya. Who is this Rohit Arya? Rohit Arya used to run a media company named Apsara Media from Pune. If we check the address below on the Apsara Media's letterhead, it states that he used to live in Karvenagar. When NDTV reached out in Karvenagar, it came to light that before a year, Rohit Arya left that house and was shifted to Mumbai. But currently, if you see in this particular society, which is situated in Pune's Kothrud area in Shivtirtha Nagar, this Swaranjali apartment, his father and his mother used to live here. If you carefully look at the name which is given to the house, the nameplate of the house says A.R. Harolikar. So it has also, there's a slight possibility that Rohit changed his surname due to his interests in the film industry, is what the sources are saying. But as of now, if we look at this particular society, his parents used to live here, and in between he used to visit them along with his wife. But as of now, when Pune police visited this particular place, it has came to light that the door is locked and there's no one that Pune police can communicate with and get the further details on. Yesterday, huge police bandobast was deployed at this particular spot, but there was no information received. As you can see, the door is completely locked and there's no one to communicate with or to get information on this particular matter. So the question now is that who shall be held responsible for this particular act which was committed by Rohit Arya? Though the way he chose was wrong, but who shall be held responsible? As we know that the tender which was out for a particular project of government of Maharashtra, the money wasn't received by Rohit Arya and he was protesting against the same, yet there was no money received. And as we can see, to get that particular money, he chose the wrong way. Though, as I mentioned earlier, though this is a wrong way, but who shall be held responsible for this particular thing? Revati, Pune.
And after that, let's take a look at what happens now. Rohit Arya's body's post-mortem is being done at the JJ Hospital, the state-run JJ Hospital in Mumbai. His body will be handed over to family members. First, of course, it had to be identified by a family member. That's something that's happened in the evening. The post-mortem will be done and, of course, it will be handed over to the family members. My colleague Abhishek Awasthi has more on this.
Children were held hostage in Mumbai yesterday in Powai area, after which Mumbai police conducted a successful rescue operation and accused Rohit Arya was encountered. At the same time, political war of word has emerged over the entire incident, wherein opposition, specifically Congress, is terming it as a political murder because there are allegations that several important bills of Rohit Arya were pending from the Education Department. Education Department will definitely give clarification into it in some time. A report will be submitted. On the other hand, Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has praised Mumbai police for this successful rescue operation where they could save lives of those children. At one given point of time, political war of word is going on. Other side, crime branch has taken over the investigation, and most importantly, the post-mortem of Rohit Arya, which was delayed, now is being finally conducted after a family member has identified his body and given consent to go ahead for the post-mortem. And after the post-mortem, the body will be handed over to the relative or the family member of Rohit Arya for cremation. Many developments are going on into this matter. Further investigation is being done by crime branch, and definitely political war of word still continues. With cameraman Sanjay Mandal, Abhishek Awasthi for NDTV.
Well, that is a wrap on what we have on the Maharashtra Brief tonight. Like I said, we'll be following all the top headlines and news developments from Mumbai. For now, thank you so much for watching the show. For all the latest on Maharashtra and Mumbai, stay tuned to NDTV's YouTube platform and the Maharashtra Brief. And for all the latest news developments and updates from India and across the world, keep watching NDTV. Thank you so much for watching the show. Good night.